Hello students, in this video I'm going to demonstrate the use of counter the use of counter in WPL Delta PLC programming software, how to use it, how to reset the counter. So these are the topics I'm going to discuss. So let me open the PLC software, WPLSoft 2.51 version. Double click on it. Then go to File, New, then program title is type it. I am writing as program 3 and type is SS2. Then click on OK. Add a diagram. So first I'll zoom it. So it's already maximum zoom is there. So first I'll take one switch that is normally open contact X0. I will consider as a switch 1 in the comment section and click on OK. And what I'll do is I'll take the counter. You can also, instead of switch, you can take it as, for example, right click, edit device command. In the device command, instead of consider as a switch, I'll consider as a sensor, for example. Why? Because a counter application in production or automation is, it is counting some of the objects moving, objects movement. For example, bottle, number of bottles, number of parts. So there is a sensor which is counting the number of bottles, number of parts flowing on the conveyor belt. That is an example you can correlate. So it is better to consider the sensor. Then click on OK. Now sensor data is coming from the field, maybe on the conveyor belt. So that sensor, by receiving the sensor information, counter is able to count the number of parts passing the conveyor belt. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll take the F6, that is application instructions, click on that and then type CNT. CNT is a counter, and then S1 is C, type of the variable is counter, so C, and S2 is K. So here also like timers T1, T2, T3, those are the timer names. Here also counter name is named as C1, C2, C3, C4. So since it is our first counter, we'll take it as C1. So that is C1, and count value should be integer value. So for example, 3 counts I want it. So I'll put it as 3, or just click on the up arrow button, 3 counts. Click on OK. So there is a sensor data coming to the X0, and that is connected to the counter. So total value, the count value is 3 here. Okay, so after 3 counts, assume that there is a number of bottles are going on the conveyor belt. After every 3 count, I need to stop the conveyor belt because it is going for the packing. So once packing is done, then dispatched, then again conveyor belt should be on. That is the application say. So what I'll do is, I have to take certain action. Say for example, I'll simulate it. Say without okay, I'll take one normally close, that is C and C1. Why I'm taking normally close, I'll tell you that. And take output coil. Say there is a conveyor belt. Y0 is conveyor, say motor. Say conveyor motor. Conveyor motor is by default it is on. Conveyor motor by default it is on. But when sensor data is reaching, when sensor data is coming to the counter, and if count value is 3, normally close become open and conveyor motor becomes off. Okay. Let us go through this. First I'll show it in the simulation mode. Then we'll understand the significance of reset button or reset function. Okay, so first I'll not show the reset function. Why reset function is required, we'll discuss later. So first go to the simulator and then go to online mode. Yes, yes. See, by default, see, simulator in stop mode, it should be in run mode. So for that is Control F11. Yes. See, by default, if you click on here, conveyor motor is by default it is on. So conveyor motor is keep on running. But sensor is off. That sensor is off means there are no parts on the conveyor. There are no bottles on the conveyor. So if you assume that, if you make sensor on for one time, so count value is 1. Say k value is 1. So still conveyor motor is on. So since I'm working on simulation mode, I have to manually switch off this. Right click, set off. Right click, set on. Now count value is 2. Still conveyor motor is on. Right click, set on. When counter value is 3, when k value is equal to 3, see here conveyor motor is off. That means, see, we want 3 parts in one box. So now in one box 3 parts are there, but that box has to be packed. So at that time, conveyor belt should not be in run mode. Conveyor belt should be off. So that is what the process is going on. So assume that packing is done and then there's a dispatch. Now we have to switch on once again the conveyor. That is not possible because the count value is 3, always 3. So in order to reset the count value again to 0, there must be a reset instruction. Okay, so in order to edit the program, I will come out of the online mode and right click, insert a row. Here I have to take one more switch, that is X1, and we call it as is a reset switch. Reset switch. X1 is a reset switch. So and there is a reset instruction is there. So that is again F6 application instruction. You have to go, and then there is a RST, is a reset function. What you want to reset? I want to reset counter C, and which counter you want to reset? I want to reset C1. So C1 I have to select and then click OK. Now go to the means download the program again, or first simulator switch off, then again switch on the simulator, and then go to the online. Yes, yes, and then make sure that it is in run mode. So run mode. So by default conveyor motor is off. Conveyor motor is on. By default conveyor motor is on. Now I'll select sensor, that is X0, make it on. K1 is 1, again off, again on, again off. Now K value is 2. Last time, that is again on. When K3 is equal to 3, count value is equal to 3, conveyor motor is off. Now packing is completed. Again we have to start the conveyor. So for that I have to switch on, select X1, that is reset switch, and set on, so that K value again becomes 0. And don't forget to switch off the reset switch, otherwise count value will never be counted. Set off. Now again repeat the procedure. Set on, set off, set on, set off, set on. Now K value is equal to 3. So again conveyor motor is off and box is packing. Once packing is done and then dispatched, again we have to set on the reset. Select X1, set on, so K value becomes 0. Again conveyor motor is on. Again parts will be flowing, but switch off the reset switch. So this is how counter can be used in practical applications. I have shown it in the simulation mode. Okay, so come out of the online mode, switch off the simulator. Since I've connected to the PLC hardware, I will download the program. So go to the option, communication settings, then I'll select COM3 USB to serial port, then OK. But here don't forget, in my case it is station 2, and then go to the download, that is write to PLC, control F8, OK, yes, yes, and then online mode. If you are having the PLC hardware, and then you can force the value here, right click, force on. So K1 value, K value is 1, force off, again force on, force off. So now K value is 2. So when K value is equal to 3, conveyor motor is off. Now conveyor motor is off. Okay, if you want to start once again conveyor motor, you have to reset the switch. That is select X1, force the value on. So K value become again 0. So again don't forget to switch off the reset switch, force off. So this is how you can work with a counter. Thank you everyone. If you have any question, put it in the comment section. I'll answer it. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.